got a game between representatives from Nova Scotia, the TASA Ducks, TASA standing for Timberlake Amateur Sports Association, and the Powal Red Devils from Prince Edward Island. The Ducks lost both their opening games yesterday. They need to get on the winning side of things. They want to have a chance to play for a medal on Sunday. For the Red Devils, they are 2-0. They won their opening game yesterday in overtime against New Brunswick. And then one earlier today. They're 2-0. Right, the Ducks in the orange and black, and the Red Devils in the white with the red and black trim. Just waiting for the countdown on the clock. We have 46 seconds left for the start of this afternoon's game. As I said, third of 4 games we're bringing you today. Our fourth game tonight will be the two Newfoundland and Labrador teams. Eastern Hitmen out of St. John's there, the Newfoundland and Labrador representative at these championships, and the host team, Central Ice Pack. My name is George Scott, cameraman's Jason Power, getting set to bring you this one. We'll have 3 games for you in our coverage tomorrow, starting at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, bright and early. Hope you're able to join us. And the bronze medal game will be 9 o'clock Sunday morning, gold medal game noon on Sunday. All right, we're underway in this one. Tebow, trouble with it in his skates, gets to it, moves it ahead for McKinnon. McKinnon got as far as the blue line, taken away from him by Johnston. Tebow turning back inside his own blue line, moves it ahead to McKinnon, in through the middle. That's picked off by Richards. Look out for him. That big line here for the Red Devils. Richards, Davidson, Campbell. It's Richards behind the goal. Try to play it back to the point. It went off a skate down the ice. Toombs has to go back to get it. Out to play it. It's the goaltender, Ronan Lee, gets the start for the Red Devils this afternoon. In goal for the Ducks, it's number 1, Joseph McMullen. Out come the Ducks. Goes in around behind the goal. Back at the point, Kennedy. Wrist shot. One off a stick. Sits in the high slot area. Knocked down. Breeden able to get it out. For English. Poke checked as he got to the blue line. Turns, shoots it in. Kennedy up along the boards. Ducks get it to center. Hartman plays it to the other side. Josie's got it. And he'll shoot it in. English behind the net. Lost it. Blanche. English. Breeden's in front. Looks to come back to the point. A little bit too much on that. It hopped over the stick of McKenzie. Over to Chen. Just beyond the reach of Breeden, and Zwicker will turn and go for the Ducks. Zwicker swerved to avoid the broken stick and put his teammate offside. McNeil back at his own blue line. Gave it up to Johnston. They're looking for Zwicker. McDonald's got it for Zwicker. Zwicker with a shot that just missed, looking far side. Johnson holds it in at the right point. Down into the corner to Johnston. Zwicker into the slot, back at the point. Johnston with his shot, one off a stick wide. The two Johnstons out there for the Ducks. 7 Grant Johnston and 15 Colby. Played in by Holmes. McDonald trying to get in on the forecheck. He comes up with the puck and has it taken away. Red Devils keep it in. A shot right on goal, saved by McMullen. Good shot by Davidson. Hartman drops it back. Back up to Davidson. Campbell drops it. Hartman towards the goal. No traffic in front. McMullen cleared it away, and Johnston's got it. Grant Johnston gets over the red line, shoots it in. He'll turn and head to the bench. So the Ducks get in a full line change. Davidson off the boards, was looking for Campbell. That was intercepted by McKinnon. This is McKinnon. Let it out in front. It just failed to connect. Ketty was there, couldn't put it in the open corner. Hughes and Davidson. Davidson gets it in. Tebow stops up behind his own net. It'll be kept in. Davidson fishes it out, puts it into the near corner. Comes back towards the point. Ducks are on it, into the middle. McKinnon threw it there. Nobody there for the Ducks to pick that up. Richardson has it. Richards. Down into the corner. Hughes back for the Ducks. Campbell. Richards behind the net, having a look around. Looks to come back to the point for Chen. Richards. That's tipped behind the goal, off the glass. Breeden working to the middle of the ice. Forced around the outside. Gets it for Campbell. He squeezed off the puck. Ruiz shoots it in. Red Devils have it. Move it out to the blue line. English trying to get around the defense. English goes down. Puck is loose. Ruiz has it for the Ducks. And taken away by English. Ducks bring it out. Back at the point. Down and along the boards for Quinn. Veronic Quinn. Lost it. McQuillan. Out towards the blue line. Got past Doyle. Blanche. English heading for the front of the goal. Goes to the boards. Thrown right in front. They'll take it behind the net. Breeden. Twisting, turning, scores! Is Breeden all the way around. Goaltender's lost his stick. Able to jam it between McMullen and the post, and it is 1-0 for the Red Devils. Zwicker will shoot it in. Hartman back to get it. Out it comes. McNeil at center for the Ducks. Goes the other side to McQuillan. The stolen. McDonald scores. Oh, he overplayed that to the glove side. From this angle where we are, you could see all that room. Far side, and they find it. Here's the turnover just outside the blue line. Brought in McDonald. You could see a lot of room. He puts it in. It's 2-0. Timeout quickly called by the Ducks. Head coach Matt Quinn. to try and settle things down, giving up 2 goals here early in the first period. Six and a half minutes gone, and it is 2-0 for the Red Devils. They've been looking really strong in their games. They had a bit of a scare yesterday against New Brunswick. Won it in overtime, but in this morning's game against the Eastern Hitmen, they looked very strong. Although the Hitmen hung in there and made a game of it a couple of times after it looked like the Devils were going to pull away. Back at the point, shot, knocked down, kept in by Josie. Hughes had to go back in his own end. He lost it. Off the boards, back at the point. Hartman back in behind the net. It's it's 16. McQuillan for the Red Devils. The puck comes into the goaltender. McMullen will hold it. Davidson with a shot. That's stopped by McMullen. Rebound cleared to the boards. Ducks have it off the boards, down the ice. Chen racing back to get it. I think that's going to go for icing. It does. The whistle goes exactly halfway through the first period. 7:30 gone. We get the announcement of that last goal. Mason McDonald, unassisted. Davidson taking it into the corner, stops up there. Devils are on it again, looking for Campbell. Squirts out in front, and the Ducks are on it. Nordine trying to get away. Gets it in over the blue line. Now gets it in deep. And the Devils get it away. Pass off the stick of Richards. He'll take it into the corner. Richards having a look around. Likes to cycle it behind the goal. And for Campbell, he's all tied up there. Puck comes loose. Quinn gets it out as far as center. Or it's shot back in. Ruiz turning. Ruiz tripped up. And there is going to be a penalty coming up against the Devils. As Ruiz was tripped at his own blue line, Johnson feeds it in. It's touched up. And the Ducks, trailing by 2, will go on the power play. Comes with 6:19 to go in the first period. Ducks win the faceoff. Here's McNeil. Give it to Zwicker. They work the give and go to Zwicker. Worked it well, and a good save made by Ronan Lee. Up top to McNeil. Slap shot. Hit somebody in front. Comes to the near boards. Right through the crease, unable to get a stick on it there was Grant Johnston. McDonald hustling to the boards. He's got it. McDonald. Zwicker shot, and that is caught and held by Lee. May have been going over the top of the goal. The goaltender takes no chances with that. Good glove save. Ducks will change up their power play. Wholesale change. McKinnon, McDonald, Ketty, Hughes, and Tebow coming out. .121 to go in the power play. Puck goes to the boards. Players pile in there. Tebow's got it. Shot in. Bounces. Lee has it. Covers it.
Red Devils penalty to number 10. Davison Quinn. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of penalty 6 minutes and 19 seconds.
Quinn Davidson in the penalty box for the Red Devils. A mishandle out at the blue line. McDonald trying to get away. He got a 2-on-1 shorthand and moves it over to English. English taking it wide, trying to get around the defense, lost his balance, maintains possession. Try and kill some time. He's going to skate it all the way out to center. Turn and send it in. Good work there by English. Hughes picks it up along the boards. Not Hughes. He can't get it out. English looking forward again. McKinnon. Need to get going the other way. English partially broke that up. Now McKinnon will bring it in. McKinnon can't get the shot away. Good work there by McDonald. He's got good body position. Kept McKinnon from going to the net. McDonald working off the boards. Shot right on goal. Kicked away by Lee. And out comes McDonald. Sends it in. Heads to the bench. 4 new penalty killers come out for the Devils. McDonald trying to split the defense. For Nordine that was. Got knocked down. Red Devils come away. Davidson. In over the blue line. Takes it deep. Threw it out in front. Nobody there for the Red Devils. Quinn has it. Ronick Quinn. Puts it in, but good chance here for the Devils to just clear it again. Kennedy has it. Penalty's over. Swicker. Richards fell down. Outlet pass. McDonald to Zwicker. Zwicker couldn't get the shot away, and it's cleared. Blanche dumps it in. He'll go into forecheck against McNeil. They both hit the ice. Red Devils come up with it. Davidson over the other side for Breeden. Back for English. English working his way off the boards. English takes it to the front of the net. English turns, shoots, put it wide. Blanche, he can't shoot it. Puck goes to the boards. Breeden gets it rather behind the net. Now back at the point. Long shot in, well wide of the goal. Hartman hustles over to keep it in. Back behind the goal. English. Finally, he loses it. Zwicker. It's it to Johnston. Getting back Josie. Good pass. Finds McDonald. McDonald poke checked by Hughes. Hughes has got it. No further than his own blue line. Has to drop it back to Tebow. To McKinnon. Just a little chip pass off the boards. A little bit high. McQuillan couldn't get away. Tebow. Back to Hughes. Back to Tebow. Moves it ahead to McKinnon. McKinnon's got McDonald with him. Pass too far for him. Now it's McKinnon. Back to Tebow. Long shot off a leg, well wide. Hughes hustles over, keeps it in. We're into the final minute here in period 1. Shot tipped, changed direction, went wide. Tebow driving it deep into the corner. Runs into McQuillan. Back at the point. Keddy has it. Keddy with his shot looking for a deflection. Went off the defenseman. Right to the goaltender Lee, who will cover it. 37.7 seconds left. Ruiz played it back. That pass did not connect. Now the Ducks have it. They'll bring it in. Ruiz with a bit of room. Backhand right on. A quick whistle by the referee. Thought the goaltender had it. Actually, may have hit the outside of the net. Oh, I see. The net has become dislodged. The reason for the whistle. 14.3 seconds left to go. It'll be a quick intermission between the first and second. They don't flood the ice. It'll just be 2 minutes for players to go to the benches. We'll have a full intermission between the second and third periods. Cleared out. Richard, under 10 seconds to go. Richard's in all alone. Shoots. Stopped by McMullen. Richard has it again. Richard makes a move. Shot. Blocker saved by McMullen. And that'll do. A couple of chances for the Red Devils right at the end of the period. McMullen with a couple of saves. So it is 2-0 for the Powal Red Devils over the TASA Ducks. After the opening 15 minutes, shots on goal 9-7 in favor of the Red Devils. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back in just about 2 minutes from now with period number 2. You're watching the 2025 Atlantic U13 AAA Championships from the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium here in Grand Falls, Windsor, Newfoundland and Labrador, exclusively on AO.live. All right, a quick intermission, and we are back. Period number 2. 2-0 for the Red Devils of Prince Edward Island over the Ducks of Nova Scotia after the opening period. That shot right on goal by Doyle. Lee has that, hangs on to it. Ruiz. Following up on it is Quinn. That shot did not get through to the goal. Too many bodies in front. Cleared out. by Richards. Off the skate of Campbell. Hartman fell down. Nordin will bring it in. Nordin forced to his backhand. Ducks are changing. Back at the point. Johnston's got it. Steps in. I think that hit Richards in front. Davidson has it. McNeil behind his net, over into the corner. Devils come up with a shot right on goal. The rebound is there, cleared away by the Ducks. McDonald threw it in front, was looking for Tebow. It's tipped, went wide, open net, they can't get it in. Puck was bouncing. McDonald was all alone at the side and couldn't get the puck to settle. Good start here in the second, though, for the TASA Ducks from Nova Scotia. Starting with a good shift, down by 2. McNeil. Zwicker gets it in over the blue line. Stop there. Blanche throws it around the boards. Johnson hustling over to keep it in. Breeden around the boards. And for English. He'll go back the other way. Shen out to center. Comes back to Shen. Up along the boards. McNeil. Picked off and in as far as the Ducks blue line. Back out it comes. McKenzie will shoot it back in. McNeil's got to be careful. McDonald was looking for it. McNeil got it to the boards. Brought in by Breeden. He's in there with English. They close on him in a hurry. And Zwicker comes away. Zwicker forced wide. Good defensive play there by Shea Josie. Hughes just gets it out. It's played back in. Delayed offside. They'll tag up. Brought in by McDonald. McDonald's in. McDonald shot. Blocker save. Keddy. Coming off the bench, McKinnon. McKinnon with a shot. That just missed. Comes into the crease. Cleared away to the boards. Tebow will keep it in. For McKinnon. Back to Tebow. Down to McKinnon. Going to have a look around. Threw it right in front. Battle for it there. That shot, that's grabbed. Good save by Lee. A much better start to this period than they had in the first. For the TASA Ducks, they've had most of the offensive zone possession. Cleared to the boards. Richards to the other side to Hartman. Long pass, that was knocked down by Tebow. Picked up by Hartman. Hartman skates it in over the blue line. Hartman taking it down into the corner, puts on the brakes. Tried to pass it back to the point, missed everybody, goes down the ice. Lee will leave it there for Josie. He'll stop up behind the net, get away from the forechecker. Tebow broke that up, brings it back in. Shot taken to the boards. Richards has it. And just get it out to center. Hughes backing up in his own end. Over to Tebow. Quinn. Ruiz. Stopped just inside the blue line. The puck came out. It was touched, and that'll be offside. Good call. It's played in. Over to get it. Shen. A couple of players go down. Again, the Ducks maintain possession. Ruiz below the goal line, looking for Quinn, comes out. Doyle's got a chance. Doyle's shot was blocked, and that will allow the Red Devils to get away. Blocked by English, and then English brings it in, holds it, backhand, stopped. Players crash the net. That comes off. We get a whistle. 9:04 to go, second period. As often happens, you try and take that shot from just inside the blue line. It's blocked by one of those forwards coming out high. They take it in the shin pads. They're gone the other way. McQuillan played it around the boards, trying to get it out. Red Devils have played most of this period in their own end. Johnson sends it back in. McQuillan looking for English. Zwicker got a stick in the way of that. Johnson stopped at center. Blanche around behind the net. He's stopped there. Breeden's got it. He'll come back to the point. Toombs, long shot in. And hit his teammate English in front. English knocked it down, got a shot, put it wide. It's McDonald turning inside his own blue line. McDonald cuts between a couple of Red Devils and then poke checked at the blue line. Zwicker turning. Zwicker maintaining possession, gets it into the center. Can't shoot it. Keeps going. Zwicker still with the puck. Played it out in front. There's a chance and a great save by Lee. Zwicker was able to get the puck out in front. Quick shot and a great save by Lee. Hughes to McKinnon. Looking for Ketty. Passed a little bit too far for him. McQuillan will go back to get it. Puts on the brakes. Ducks come up with it. Backhand by McKinnon. Ends up wide of the net. Comes back out into the crease. McKinnon turned to shoot it. Fanned on it. Knocked down at center. Hughes. To McKinnon. McKinnon plays it in. That was McDonald, 18. Again, it comes right in front. McDonald's got it for the Devils, and they need a break. There'll be icing, and they will get 5 sets of legs to come out on the ice after that shift. It has been all Ducks here in the second period. Unable to get one past Ronan Lee. Hartman, they get on him in a hurry, moves it over to Josie, to Davidson. Davidson plays it around Doyle. He'll try and go get it himself. Davidson catches up to it. Forcing around behind the net by Ruiz. Davidson looking for it in the corner. Quinn will flip it out. Hartman got a glove on it. Plays it over to this side to Josie. Gets to center, hit the linesman. Campbell's got that's offside. Davidson is about 10 feet in over the blue line. Campbell, shot over the top of the net. Quinn. Ruiz couldn't touch that. It would have been offside. They'll tag up. pass looking for Campbell. Campbell's got it. Campbell's in. Defense gets back. Good work there by the defense. In particular, number 9, Paxton Kennedy. Again into the crease. No shot on goal. Comes back to the point. Kept in. Now the Red Devils have a chance to move it out. They do. Throw it in front. That's taken. Quickly up ahead. They find Johnson. Gets the center. Shoots it in. Johnson trying to get in on the forecheck. He does. Red Devils get there first, though, and move it out. English was poke checked. Chen doing good work at center. English with a shot, went off a leg and behind the goal. McNeil gets it to the boards. Here's a giveaway. Blanche has it. Blanche with a shot, went off a leg wide. English with it. English back at the point. Long shot in, wide of the goal. Blanche has got it, and getting back just in time to keep it out. Joseph McMullen. That came off the end boards. English had a great chance. McMullen went left to right. Got a pad on it, kept it out. From the face-off, the puck comes out to center. McMullen has it, shoots it in. Tebow going back to get it behind his net. Lost it. Breeden pushed to the boards, maintaining possession. Gets it back to the point. Long shot in. Ends up in the corner. Penalty coming up to the Ducks. English behind the net. It's finally touched up. And the Red Devils go on the power play. Hooking is the call. Back up to McQuillan. Gives it to Richards. Richards turning. McQuillan cross. Shot comes in. Hits some bodies in front. It's still loose there. McCallum just keeps it out. Sorry, McMullen. 1:38 to go in the power play. 3:27 to go in the period. It is still 2-0 in favor of the Red Devils. Ducks win the faceoff, throw it around the boards. Davidson is over there waiting for it. Davidson steps away from the forward, brings it in, threw it across, was looking for Richards. Pass was off the target. Back to McQuillan. Richards working it into the middle. Richards with a shot, knocked down and cleared. McQuillan. Ruiz picks it off. Ruiz coming in shorthanded. Ruiz toe drag, trying to get around McQuillan, goes right to the goaltender. Lee played it away. Nice move by Ruiz, just couldn't get the shot away at the last second. Davidson bursting in. He's got Campbell and Breeden out in front, gets it to Breeden, and McMullen again comes over and makes the save. Just gets those pads squeezed together in time. 49 seconds to go in the power play. Freedom wins the faceoff, gets it to English. English up top. He'll get the return pass. English holding it. Shot off a stick. Second chance at it by McDonald. Went wide, and it's cleared. Hartman will pick it up. Back at his own blue line. Fanned on that pass. Now he's got to go get it. Quinn is watching him. Tried to drop it back to English. English has it. English to center, gets it in over the blue line. Blanche stopping up there. Kept in by Chen. English. He lost it. Ronick Quinn has it. That'll do it for the power play. Under 2 to go in the second period. Scoring in the first. McDonald has got one of those 2 goals. Blanche able to turn. Gets the shot off a stick. Comes to the near corner. Grant Johnston. Swicker couldn't get free. Richards has it. Richards got to be careful here. Nice move. Gets himself some room. And heads up the ice. Richards in over the blue line. Goes end to end. Then lost it in front of the goal. Campbell. He just ran out of real estate. 1 minute to go in the second period. Campbell pushed to the boards by McDonald. Referee trying to get them to move it. Finally they do. It comes up along the boards and it'll come out. Right back in. Toombs quickly up ahead into the middle. They spot Campbell. Campbell for Richards. Richards with a shot stopped by McMullen. He will hold it. There won't be any rebound. 25.4 seconds left to go in the second. Duck center waved out. That's McDonald. McKinnon will come in to take it. Against English. Goes to the boards. Kennedy unable to get it out. Now McKinnon has it. McKinnon with 15 seconds to go. McKinnon circling the goal. Doyle calling for it back at the point. He gets it and then lost it. 6 seconds left. Here's English. Get a man with him. English shoots. Scores! 1.9 seconds left as he picks the far side. Gets a piece of the post. And then it goes in. Bad turnover back at the blue line. Doyle unable to control it. And English is away to the races. He had 2 men with him. This is actually a 3-on-1, but lots of room over on that far side. As you can see, just inside that right post into the back of the goal. And that is a huge goal. So it comes right at the end of the second period. It was a good period for the Ducks, but they get nothing on the board, and then they give up that late one. That has got to sting. All right, full intermission coming up, 15 minutes. They'll do a flood of the ice, and then we'll be back. So we will take a break here in our coverage. Come back with period number 3 with the Red Devils leading the Ducks 3-0 after 30 minutes of play. Shots on goal, 18-10, favoring the Red Devils. Okay, let's take a break. We'll be back in 15 minutes from now with period number 3. And there you see the score after 2 periods of play, with the Devils leading the Ducks 3-0. Prince Edward Island leading Nova Scotia. 15 minutes left to go in regulation time in this one. As we mentioned, it was a much better period for the Ducks in that second one. They had the better of the play, lots of chances, couldn't get one past Ronan Lee, and then gave up that late goal that's got to really hurt. 1.9 seconds to go in the period to make it 3-0. And that makes it a pretty big hole for the Ducks to try and crawl out of. The Ducks lost their opening 2 games yesterday. Red Devils won yesterday, won again earlier today. They're looking to go undefeated through their first 3 games for the round robin. Of course, each team will play 4 round robin games, and 5 teams in this championship. Representative from each of the Atlantic provinces, plus the host team. Kennedy can't get it in over the blue line. Ruiz picks it up. Ruiz cutting up through the middle, gets it to McDonald. McDonald brings in looking for Ruiz, just a little bit too far for him. It slides down to Ronan Lee, who won't take any chances. And we're going to get a penalty on the play. Hooking. 16 seconds in. It's going to go against the Red Devils. Ducks will go on the power play. An early opportunity. Centerman for the Red Devils gets waved out. Now they drop the puck. Ruiz has it. Back at the point for Kennedy. Swings across the other side. That took the player outside the blue line. They couldn't touch it. That's really going to help Devils. And then that shot hit the Duck player up high, and a couple of players go down in the corner. Ducks come away. McKinnon. Shot stopped by Lee, and he's got it. He got that left pad out. Ducks changing up. Zwicker, McKinnon, McDonald coming out. Still McNeil and Johnson on the back end. It's in behind the Red Devils goal, and then cleared. Go all the way down the ice. McMullen out to play it. He will leave it for McNeil. McDonald looking for Zwicker. Zwicker down in the corner gets it, plays it around behind the net. McDonald there tried to feed it out in front, went off the defenseman, hit the outside of the post. It's back to the point. McNeil along the boards. Zwicker shot, hits some bodies, ends up in behind. Jumping on that, it was Campbell. Campbell up ahead for Richards. Richards trying to squeeze by. McNeil comes back and cleans it up for the Ducks. Zwicker away. Zwicker to the boards. Zwicker circling the net. Back at the point. No, excuse. I was trying to hold that one in as they were on the power play, but that sneeze snuck its way out before I could hit the sneeze button. My apologies. Sneezed in everybody's ear. Back at the point, long shot, changed direction, ended up going wide. And it's tipped out to center. That'll do it. Power play is over. McDonald jumps on the loose puck, brings it in. Taken away by Hughes. Hughes trying to get away from English. Gave it away to Blanche. Blanche steps in, shoots. That went wide. Comes through the near boards. And go the other side. Hughes trying to poke it out. They get it to Quinn. Lost it. Couldn't find it. It went to the boards. And English will bring it back in. English dumps it into the corner. Hughes back to get it for the Ducks. He's all tied up down in the corner. English has got it. He fell down. Shen to McQuillan to center. Shoots it in. Hughes back to get it. Hughes goes down. That's stolen by Breeden behind the goal. Blanche is out in front. Breeden's got it on the backhand, can't shoot it. Comes back towards the blue line. Kept in by McQuillan. He'll backhand it down into the corner. Blanche back at the point. McQuillan. Breeden back to Shen. Shot one off his stick. Comes to the side of the goal. Goes into the corner and to the boards. Ducks with a chance to move it out. Get rid of it at center. Chen's pass taken by McQuillan smartly. Just a little bit too far for English. He'll go in there against Thibault. Thibault rings it around the boards. Out it comes. Richards gets there first. Richards right in front of his goal. Gave it away. Ooh, ill-advised move there. They get away with it. Offside. McDonald facing off against Campbell. McDonald wins it. Back to Doyle. To Ruiz. He'll send it in on the backhand. Hartman back to pick it up. McDonald closed on him in a hurry. Ruiz has it. He'll throw it back at the point. Back to Ruiz. Puck bouncing right in the crease, right in the blue paint. It's not covered. It'll come to the boards. And with a shot that goes wide. Kept in. Red Devils have it. Looking for Richards. It was knocked down. Following up on it is Campbell. Campbell takes it in behind the net. McNeil coming in to help out for the Ducks. Gets it up along the boards. Goes back into the corner around the other side. Nordine just gets it out to center. Campbell has got Richards with him. Campbell to Richards. Richards shoots over the top of the net. Davidson back to get it. Come out to center, and Ruiz. Across to Johnston. Zwicker. Zwicker turning, threw it into the crease. It is loose there. Another chance for McKinnon. Can't get it past all the traffic in front. The goaltender was down and out of position. Turnover. Zwicker can't shoot it. Red Devils come away. Pass too far for McDonald. Goes all the way down the ice. It'll be an icing call against the Ducks. They come close yet again, but can't get one on the board. That time McKinnon headed about 7 feet in front of the goal with the wide open net, but a lot of bodies between him and that open net. Couldn't get it through. It's kept in. Played into the corner. Devils are on it first. McQuillan with a shot right on goal. McMullen has it. Already 6:37 gone in the third period. Just what the Red Devils want. We've had a number of long periods of play without whistles. Keep that clock moving. Davidson. Or actually, that was English. Back to the point. Shot comes in. Change direction. Comes through the near boards. Ducks come up with it. Zwicker through the middle. Finds McDonald. McDonald in over the blue line. McDonald getting free. McDonald on the backhand. Can't get a shot away. I believe it's going to be... No. Do we get a penalty call? What is the call, folks? Referee is over talking to the Ducks bench. Okay, as I look down towards the Duck bench, I see down just a little bit further a Ducks player is down and injured. That's the reason for the stoppage. Oops. Happened to us once yesterday. We were stuck in replay mode for a minute. My apologies. And without any breaks, I don't get a chance to turn around and have a look at the monitor. So again, apologies for that. Weird going on with the software. We're back live. Happened to us once last night as well. Keep an eye on that. Linesman went down. Puck goes in. McDonald looking for it. Chen's got it. McDonald has it. Still can't get it in. Keeps hitting legs right at the blue line. McKinnon chops it in. English has it. Here's English in all alone. English lost at the last second as the Ducks get back to break that up. It's a good play by Keddy. Knocked it off the stick of English. It looked like he was in all alone. And McQuillan going back in his own end to get it. Less than 7 to go. Johnston. A lot of players over there for the Red Devils. Are we going to get too many men? They were changing. The puck came over to their bench as they were changing. The puck went into the bench through the open gate, and I think that is the reason for the whistle. No penalty. Quinn, back of the point. Hughes steps around Campbell. Backhands it towards the goal. Goes in behind. Comes out the near side. Richards looking for Davidson. Broken up by Hughes. Keddy, he goes down in a heap along with one of the Red Devils players in the corner. Out it comes. Davidson on it first. Hughes did a good job to read that, broke it up, brings it in. Down into the corner. Quinn gets there first. Quinn holding it off the boards back to Tebow. He'll send it back in behind the goal. Picked up there by Toombs. He'll get it out, gets past Hughes. Now Tebow's got to hustle back to get it. McKenzie over the other side. They bring it in. Hughes breaks that up. He's had a strong game back on defense for the Ducks. Going to be a penalty coming up, I believe, against the Red Devils. Probably holding up at the blue line. It's touched up. Now it's going to be hooking. Maybe last chance here for the Ducks to get back in this one. A power play with 5:28 left to go. Ruiz drops it to Kennedy. Again, Ducks on the power play. Taken by McKenzie, back to the point, kept in. Doyle got knocked down. Puck comes out, Ruiz has it. Over to Kennedy. Davidson turned, fanned on it, had a chance to move it out. Chance now for the Ducks to get in on the forecheck. They do. Backhand stopped, and Lee has it under the pads. Minute 16 to go on the power play. Duck player went down. Going to head to the bench. Get a new stick. McNeil shot. Lee took that in the chest. Goes to the boards, and it goes out the center. Under a minute to go in the power play. Zwicker circling the goal. Can't get it out in front. Stopped by McCollum. Another clear by the Devils. Down to just 35 seconds to go in the power play. McDonald weaving his way through. Gets in over the blue line. Working against McKenzie. McDonald threw it in front. Turnaround shot. Scores! And the Ducks get on the board. There's still time. Another power play goal. Power plays have been big today for the games we've been watching. Great work here by Max McDonald to get it in. And he'll turn and feed it out in front. And just a turnaround shot beats the goaltender, and the Ducks get on the board. 3-1. Breeden trying to cut in. English tripped up. It's going to be a penalty coming up to the Ducks. They don't need that this late in the game. It'll be a tripping call. The Red Devils on the power play, down to 3:24 to go. Certainly helps them. Hartman towards the net, hit the outside of the net. You can hear the ding like it hit the post, but it was the outside of the net. That'll jam the front of the goal. Everybody's in there. The face-off will be to the right of Joseph McMullen. Pass across, McDonald's in. Shot stopped by McMullen, no rebound. English shot went off of Quinn's skates to the corner. Came out over the blue line. Hartman swings it the other side to English. English will bring it in. Drops it off. Campbell to an open wing. Nobody there, and that will allow the Ducks to clear it the length of the ice. Hartman back to get it. Just about 2.5 minutes to go. here in regulation time. Still just over a minute to go in the power play for the Red Devils. English down into the corner. He'll go get it himself. English drops it back. They'll come over this side. It's Davidson. McQuillan back to Davidson. Davidson rushing it towards the net. In around behind. That shot knocked down by McMullen and cleared. Good chance for Richards that time. McMullen with a good glove save. Just half a minute to go in the power play. Less than 2 to go in regulation time. Davidson with his shot. Stopped by the defense. One off of Kennedy's stick. McDonald looking for it in the corner for the Ducks. It comes loose. Out in front looking for Richardson. Tipped away from him. Good play by Ketty. Couple of good defensive plays he's made. Now on the ice. Penalties over. Into the almost the final minute. Just outside of 1 minute to go in this one. All right, Ducks move it out with just 45 seconds to go. Brought back in by the Red Devils. Campbell in front, looking for Breeden. Tipped away to the corner. Up along the boards. Pass in behind Nordin. He'll go over and take it off the boards. Puts it back to Zwicker. McNeil heading for the front of the net over here. They can't get him the puck as it's taken away by the Red Devils. English getting around the outside. English holding it. English shoots. Put it wide. One last rush here for the Ducks. Nordin off his stick into the corner. To the boards it goes. 5 seconds left. And that is going to do it. 3-1 is your final. The Red Devils remain undefeated. 3 wins in 3 games for the Ducks. It's the opposite end of the spectrum. They are 0-3. We will stay for the player of the game presentations. Then we'll take a break. We've got one more game coming up. And that will feature the 2 Newfoundland and Labrador teams. The representative from the province, the Eastern Hitmen out of St. John's, and the host team, the Central Ice Pack. That game coming up at 7 o'clock. So again, about an hour and a half between games by the time we get the presentations done. Tina Royal, the chair of the host committees, put this event together. We'll be presenting these awards. Ronan Lee, the goaltender for the Red Devils, gets player of the game. He was very good in net, especially in that second period when the Ducks had the better of the play. Couldn't get one past him. They eventually did, but it was late in the game. Too little, too late. Ronan Lee. Jack Zwicker gets the Player of the Game award for the TASA Ducks. Again, he will get his award and the presentation from Tina Royal. We'll get the photos. And with that, we will take another break here on our webcast. So we get the two players in there. Gotta get the photo opportunities done. One more game to go, as you mentioned, Eastern Hitmen against Central Ice Pack. That'll be at 7 o'clock in about an hour and a half from now. We invite you to come back and join us then. These are the 2025 U13 AAA Atlantic Hockey Championships from the Joe Byrne Memorial Stadium in Grand Falls, Windsor, Newfoundland and Labrador. See you at 7, everyone.